Who is the best DXC? Is it Xeno? Is it Needlemouse? Is it Lord X? Is it Fatal Error? No, it's none of them. The best DXC is the unmatched, unrivaled Rerun. Now this video was actually supposed to come out in November, but I was busy doing stuff, very important stuff, so it's out now. If I was to sum up the Rerun character for you, it's basically if you take like the base idea of Needlemouse, but basically put your own spin on it, name the character whatever you want, and then make them be based around cartoons and stuff. I honestly think it's pretty neat seeing people stretch this concept as far as they can. We've gone from Blood-Eyed Sonic to Cartoon Sonic. I've talked about this character's backstory like 2 times before in the past, I'm pretty sure, so let's just speed run through this. So, Lilith is a talented animator who worked on a Sonic cartoon, but oh no, they got overworked and died. And also, their family died too in a tragic car accident from this police report I read, which is pretty graphic and made me kinda depressed after reading it. But you see, she still gotta work on that cartoon, you gotta grind that out, no breaks, no nothing, you can't grieve your dead family. No, you gotta keep working on the cartoon. If you cry about your dead family, who cares? You gotta work on that cartoon, get over it. People die, you don't understand that or something? And that is basically it. Now, I've usually never gone into like EXE's abilities, but I'm gonna be doing it here. I'm not going to be going over all their abilities, just the ones I find the most interesting. So they have an ability where they're able to hijack TV, so you could just be chilling out watching some SpongeBob, and then you get jump scared by Sasa Wave right out of nowhere. And even worse, SpongeBob could probably be getting possessed as Patrick is dying. And that is a good transition to get into her possessing ability, where she can only possess cartoon characters. I remember this ability mentioning is that once she possesses a cartoon character, they feel as much pain as her, which sucks. Out of all the cartoon characters she could have picked, she went with Spinel for whatever reason. Which is kinda sad, like imagine getting abandoned for like several decades and then you get possessed by a woman. We'll go over one more ability, so she's able to like reflect sharp objects off her limbs. Which it can't be physically impossible to cut them off. I want to make Pasta a rerun, come on. That's all the abilities I wanted to cover. Now let's get into her multiple different forms, and oh boy, she has a lot of them. I'll just do a speed run of telling you about all of them and only cover like 3. Her true form is a rotting corpse. She has a freak show form, which I have no idea how this fits into the canon. Did she get married or something? Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. Rerun Spinel, which I also don't know how this fits into the canon. I guess she just got bored and wanted to possess Spinel. Creepshow Sonic, her rerun form, and her human form with red eyes that used to actually be blue and also not a skeleton. I think out of all the forms, I think Creepshow Sonic's the most basic. I like the smile, but as for that, it's just kinda basic. Now onto a slightly more interesting design, Rerun. I actually like this design. I like the yellow color scheme, and that's all I can say. I like this design, but I can't really explain why I do. Alright, now on to Lilith. I also like this design. What can I say I like about this design? The shoes, jacket, the pins, and that's it. And that's it for all of her designs, but there's still more to go over. Only a few things, just things I want to talk about and go over. Now this has been scrapped, I'm pretty sure, but this little guy right here was actually one of her victims who was like self-aware and stuff. So all I can say is, poor guy, I feel for him. Next interesting fact, she used to be friends with like Sarah, but I don't think they're friends anymore, unfortunately. Okay, I just gotta bring this up. I like that her character isn't entirely evil. Like, she's only going after the people she hates. She's not gonna go out of her way and just kill everything on the spot, like Sarah. Okay, final 2 things. She likes this rabbit character that's unfortunately now irrelevant. And also, she had a boss. Unfortunately, I was only able to find this on Eric's Twitter. I have no idea why this isn't on the wiki, but this is like one of her bosses. Unfortunately, she got scrapped, I think. I like to imagine that her character would have just been worst person in the world. Just, she hates her employees, she's terrible, she pushes them down staircases. She rams her car into other employees' cars and doesn't give a crap, just stuff like that. Also, I just love her face expression in this image, she just looks mildly annoyed and I love it. But as for that, that's everything. Rerun, Best DXC, screw all of them, screw Needlemouse, screw all the other ones. She is in my top 1, and Needlemouse is in my top 2 now, get screwed. You just can't beat the unmatched, unrivaled Rerun. Unless you find out about her emotional instability. Maybe if you bring up her family aggressively, she'll start to cry. But no doubt, she's unmatched and too powerful. And she's also immortal too. Alright, bye.